Okay, I'm doing this video for two people. Um, LovelyTi TV and the Trey King Show. No, I'm just kidding. I'm doing this for two of my subscribers. They said they like my extended videos. This is going to be an extended video version. And as always, it's unrehearsed and spontaneous. And you guys get to see and witness and hear, how things are done here. I do want to say that, first of all, if you look at these tags, this is how you can tell that Lovely Ti and Trey King work together by looking at how their tags are done. This is another way you can tell by looking at their tags. It's like, you know, five, they're just long tags like that, basically. Uh, and she's still doing Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy. And that's part of why it's hard to respect her because, I mean, if you're this strong black woman that, is has all these women following you and you're setting the tone for these black women, but at the same time, when you have to tag people that you're not, that don't have anything to do with your content, it makes you look insecure. It makes you seem insecure. See, I don't look at all these numbers. Now, maybe that is the goal. Maybe that is the whole purpose of it. And it has been that way for however long YouTube been in existence. Well, at the end of the day, like I said, I think for myself, I don't, the numbers are transparent to me. I don't look at the numbers. And I think that's what the problem is. People try to make you and force you to look at these numbers. I don't look at the numbers. I'll put the numbers up so y'all can see them. Now, Trey King has 370,300, and I'm assuming this is 320 something subscribers now. Um, I mean, those are the only numbers I'm concerned about. It's because he's hiding them, or he was hiding them. I don't know what he's doing. Like I said, you never know what these people are up to. They're constantly manipulating y'all, and it seems like when I just, don't even look at them and come back and look, I see even more than I saw before, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to try to find something positive to say about these people. So I will say they've, whatever they've been doing, they've been, it's been working on y'all. Okay, it's been working. Y'all have been lured in like bait on a hook. Okay, a lot of y'all have bitten. You've gotten caught. I'm swimming free. Okay, upstream, downstream. In spring water. That's where I am. You know, but all I can say is, Trey King is a, you know, well, I want to say black man, but when I look at him, I don't see a black man, but he's a black man. So, you know, so hopefully that's not anything derogatory, you know. Um, I don't know. That's just this big question mark in the back of my head to even use that word. But yeah, um, Lovely Ti is a black woman. Well, black female. Let me say that. A black female. Um, so, they both have their following. They both, do the same things that they do, you know. Um, but let me ask y'all something. My two subscribers, the ones that are active subscribers, and I do want to say this to y'all. or anybody that comes across any of my videos, if you like it, share it. Share it with somebody, you know. You don't have to subscribe to my channel. I'm not here for a subscriber. But if you like a video of mine, share it with somebody. Tell somebody about it. That's all, you know. Eventually, one of these days, one of these celebrities and athletes and musicians is going to run across one of my videos, you know. I have dreams of, like, being recruited, to do some freelance work for some of these people, you know. I can dream too, can I? I can dream, right? Okay, so anyway, back on topic. Um, so I don't know. I mean, how much good stuff can you say about somebody that's accused you of wanting their wood? I mean, you can't say anything good because you're going to be accused of wanting their wood, right? But I will say this. For the first time ever, I dropped in his comments because he made a video about somebody that wasn't dead and it wasn't no tragedy and there wasn't no family members and tears involved, and I got blocked. And I left a positive comment. But you expect that from petty people. These people are petty. As long as you are in the palm of their hands the way they want you to be, and all these other people, are holding up this palm of this hand, that's only going to get so high. In other words, your hands, if you put your hands together and hold them up in the air, they're only going to go so high. That's it. Okay? So if you aren't sitting in the palm of their hands like everybody wants you to be, then, all who knows what all goes on. It can't go on the way it used to, because I think YouTube has finally started listening to some people on here. But at the end of the day, like I said, we think for ourselves over here. Y'all can watch those channels, and y'all can go to and let Lovely Ti's channel lock up your laptop and with all that different stuff that goes on. I don't deal with any of that. I don't deal with any of the ads anymore. Any of it, you know. Thank God, because if I had to do that, I would never watch any of their stuff or listen to any of their stuff. And I'm not listening because I'm a fan. I'm listening because merely pointing out to my viewers their tactics. Tactics are used in different ways. Sometimes they're used in very strategic ways, and then other times they're used in very cunning and deceptive ways. And I don't know. I just can see it. I always have. So here we go. I guess I'll start with, and I don't want this to be a too extended, but I do want to note that I am putting up some of the numbers here so you guys can see. Now I think 5 active subscribers. So it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. YouTube has me on lockdown. I can't do nothing. Whoever I haven't already pissed off is gone. They might be peeking and lurking and all this other different stuff. Subscribing and unsubscribing and all these different things. And meanwhile, I'm out, learning new stuff, expounding even further. But this is for my 2 subscribers, and y'all know who y'all are. This is for y'all. So, now my first inkling tells me that, because I did kind of listen to maybe 30 seconds of this from LovelyTi TV. I did listen to about 30 seconds of it. So, I have to have some kind of footing to start on with this. And I'm just going to go ahead and just, run through. Now, what I'm thinking she's doing on this is There's here you have a black star, male star, and a white male star. I'm thinking she's going to find a way to somehow put black women in the middle of this and find a way to derogatorily address in some way the white guy, derogatorily in some way address the black guy, all in the name of black female empowerment. See, she uses things that someone may say and she takes it a step further to outrage her followers. And you know, black women jump on a board with, you know, let's say you got a boat of 10,000 angry black females. Okay? There's females all over waiting to get on that boat with all the rest of y'all united. That's how she operates. So I don't know if I'm thinking I did not start this, but I don't want to start it from the very beginning.
Do not have to put my little vocal skills to work because we got to do things to spice up the video and still get through the YouTube algorithm without being flagged, okay?
She's still talking about the algorithm? I didn't know she was still talking about the algorithm, y'all. Okay, she's still talking about the algorithm. Let's hear what she's saying about the algorithm. Because really, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the real basis of this whole video right here. This is it. And listen to how she talks to the, you know, if I'm not mistaken, she starts this out by singing. She's singing on this. I want y'all to hear it. I'm going to have to do something about this. I didn't do this right. But you know what? I'm going to improvise. I'm going to improvise here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to improvise. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay, y'all. She sings at the beginning of this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. At one point she sings, and I was like, I had to kind of like put my, like, you know how you do your ears? You have to make, and then I had to rub my eyes to make sure I was on the right channel.
What's piping hot? Tears gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. Even if I could, it would all be great. 'Cause your picture on my wall, it reminds me that.
Now, in all fairness, y'all, I really have to say she does not sound bad. I'm just going to have to keep that part real, you know? She doesn't sound bad.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad. All right, y'all. Now, I ain't the best singer, honey, but you know I have to put my little vocal skills to work because we got to do things to spice up the video and still get through the YouTube algorithm without being flagged, okay? So anyways, a lot of y'all have been asking me to talk about this whole Eminem and Nick Cannon situation, honey. Nick Cannon done turned this shit into a Dragon Ball T series. So if you guys do not know, nobody at damn all, okay? We were all on Instagram minding our business, trying to live our best life and prepare for Christmas, okay? All of a sudden, Nick Cannon.
Okay, I want to intervene here. See, what she does is, like, okay, YouTube is the main platform, okay? But she has to rile up these women and, and get them all riled up and stuff on Instagram and on Twitter. And then they come back to YouTube. That's how it works. And they have, a lot of them have loyal people that I don't know if these people look at this as a job, but they market these people on these, platforms and stuff. I don't have that. It's just me. Me and my five subscribers. So I have to get by with that. But y'all have to remember, y'all ain't got no fool at the helm. Y'all ain't got nobody stupid at the helm. You got somebody that's very smart at the helm over here. So I can do things they can't do. Yeah, they can do a million things that I can't do when it comes to subscribers and numbers. But take that out of the equation. I think, it's just a whole different ball game. I really do. Um, and I just want y'all to hear how she goes about this, how it's done. First of all, there's all kind of memes all over the
Decides to
place.
take to social media and release a third Eminem diss track, okay? Now I'm gonna say this. If you guys remember in the song Stand by Eminem, he sent Eminem 3 verses before basically offing himself and driving into that damn lake. Well, Nick Cannon is officially in his car right now doing 90 on the freeway, getting sleepy, and I dare him to damn drive, okay? So let's talk about it. So a lot of people are kind of upset with Nick Cannon's new diss track. Again, his diss track has more dislikes than likes. This is the third Nick Cannon trilogy, and literally this man is suffering from dislike-itis, okay?
Okay, now I'm gonna intervene here. Okay, all of this is part of the brainwashing, you know. Just like those numbers, they look to see whether a video is liked or disliked. That's like on my old channel. Trey King wasn't even concerned about that video, but all those comments and some black women were agreeing with what I was saying. That's what gets under their skin. It's like they try to brainwash you into being obsessed with these numbers the way anybody else is. You know what? You know what I do? I'm just only talking about myself. When I watch a video, it don't matter how many other people didn't like it. If I liked it, I liked it. That doesn't determine that. And that's the problem on these platforms. You got people that are at the helm that are manipulating people. And they don't even know they're being manipulated. Just because you're obsessed with a like or a dislike doesn't mean anybody else, the next person, has to be. And if you're not, you don't fit into that mold that they want you to be in. But that's why they will only get so high. They will only get so high. Um, what I don't understand is why she is so infatuated with Philip DeFranco. You know, and I still don't understand that. Um, but these people, they're so arrogant that they don't look at what you have to say and build on it and recognize when you're hitting the nail on the head. Now, sometimes they do. You can see it in the things that they do. Like, a day may go by that Trey King didn't do a video on somebody dead. And believe me, there's ads all through this stuff. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. A matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all how they do it. There's ads all over this stuff still. I don't watch any of that stuff. I don't have the time for it, and I'm not gonna support what y'all are doing. Now, right when you think they've changed, and then the next time they go right back. Like Lovelyti the other day, she had something about black women discussing colorism and stuff like that, and I thought that was a very needed thing to talk about. Stuff of substance. But no, then she's gonna go right back to some filth, on that's trending about, some superstar, and then find a way to wedge her way in there some kind of way so she can play both ends of it, and get the black women riled up, to, like, at the end of it all, it's like, okay, well, now y'all come on over here now, because we are gonna be, breaking this stuff down, like that kind of thing. And, women are just vulnerable like that. They aren't vulnerable to making themselves available to find a husband or a father for those kids, or advancing themselves or improving themselves. They want to stay caught up in all of this stuff that at the end of the day doesn't matter to the average person that's out looking to find a wife, They don't care about what a celebrity said, you know. And you'll never meet those guys. You know why? Because you're glued to social media, following these black women around everywhere they go. You know, they ain't gonna tell you if they, have something a serious relationship going on behind the scenes. They ain't gonna tell you that, but they gonna come on here and wear tight bosomed blouses, you know, and all this different stuff. So anyway, I'm not gonna drag this out much longer, um, and then I'm just gonna touch on I'm just gonna touch on Trey King, and that's gonna be the end of it.
Nobody is feeling this shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and play you guys the diss track that he dropped, just a snippet of it. It went
You hear
viral.
how she does things like nobody, as if she's speaking for everybody. It's those kind of tactics. They speak as if they speak for everybody. Y'all don't speak for me. I'm sorry. You don't speak for me. Trey King don't speak for me. I don't care how many dead people he gets on here and waves his hands around and say, ooh, it's such a sad thing. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't kill people. You shouldn't hurt people. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow, we just have to learn better. It's like when I was a boy, I was taught not to do this and then you don't do that. So, it's just a sad thing, you know. Now watch this ad right here so I can get paid for coming on here telling y'all how sad it is that this person is dead. And I don't give a damn about, their family shedding tears or the holidays coming up or any of that. All I care about at the end of the day is them damn numbers. The numbers and the likes and the comments and the checks. That's all I care about. I'll come over on here and do over 1,000 videos putting on this same song and dance and under the umbrella of a show and brainwash y'all to only look at it from one side. Oh, it's just so sad. I'm such a good person because I'm the one, and believe me, it costs. I have to pay to do this. But, they're not paying YouTube nothing. Google paying them. The followers are paying them. They not having to buy nothing. If they had to buy a microphone, you know what? The microphone been paid for. If you had to buy a light, the light been paid for. If you had to buy software, the software been paid for. You don't pay for software over and over and over again on every video. You don't pay for a microphone over and over again on every video. You don't pay for a light over and over again on every video. You don't pay for a light bulb over and over again on every video. It's paid for already. Matter of fact, the Google AdSense check covered that. But no, they're going to get on here and say, it costs to do this stuff, this big production, this big elaborate production that we're putting on for you. And believe me, LovelyTi is all in his ears and he's all in hers. Plotting and scheming. And they claim they don't watch nobody like me. They do. Because you see them change up their stuff. But at the end of the day, it ain't who they are. They're going to always go back to doing what they do because what they are showing you is what they truly are. And they want you to not see it. And I'm smart enough to see it, and I point it out. And it bugs them. The fact that, a person may see me in a way that I don't want them to see me. They may see what I'm actually doing. Even though I have this big smoke screen up in front of y'all, some people may be able to see through that smoke screen. You know how some people get mad if they can't screw you over? It's that kind of mentality. I wasn't able to run a con or a scam on you. I wasn't able to sell you this fake gold necklace. But when you coming up to me, you all excited, smiling, hey, my brother. And then when you don't get what you want out of me, You rolling your eyes, mumbling under your breath, walking around looking for the next victim. It's that kind of mentality. And I see through it. People don't like it when you see them for who and what they truly are. And they won't put in the work to change themselves. You know why? Because it'll be too much work. All the work they've done has been built on a foundation of usually lies, cons, scams, deceptions, manipulations, brainwashing. You know, if they take all of that away, the whole house gonna fall down. So they have to keep doing what they're doing. They can't change it up. I mean, she can sing a little 5 or 7 second, lyric at the beginning of a video, but the whole basis of what she does, she's gonna have to keep doing it. You know why? Because she doesn't want Tasha K to catch up with her or pass her. And see, when you're monetized on here, everything's about competition. I have the freedom and the luxury to be just totally and 100% creative. And if somebody don't want to subscribe, so what? I don't care. You know, if the algorithm like it, it'll pick it up at some point, and then it may never. But I don't concern myself with that either. At the end of the day, I put my true authenticity out there. I have so many ideas I can't implement all of them. You know, it's like a blank canvas. Every day is a blank canvas, and I can think of 100 different things to put on it. Some people's mind doesn't work like that. It might take them months to come up with one idea. I have so much. I mean, and I'm over exaggerating, y'all. But I mean, you get the gist of what I'm saying. You know. But at the end of the day, I guess different things motivate different people. And I don't want y'all to get to the point where, oh, well, if a video, the first thing you look at when you go to a video to see is how many likes or dislikes it has. And that's going to determine whether or not you watch the video. Or even if you do watch the video, that's going to determine how you feel about the video. You're not going to like it because you've already been, predestined to look at it as this is a video that I'm not going to like because nobody else liked it. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I don't follow the crowd. I go against the grain. I stay true to who I am. That's why I'm able to work entirely for myself. And I'm not bragging on that. I'm just saying. If I was the other way, I would be doing exactly what everybody else is doing. I'm not trying to be and do what everybody else is doing. You know, I have my own brain, and I think mine is pretty damn special. I really do, and I don't need a check mark of approval from anybody on YouTube or off of YouTube to make me think any different. I think I have a pretty damn uh, spectacular brain. I think God gifted me very, very blissfully with a spectacular brain that works and operates and thinks independently of any other brain. Mine doesn't need any other brain to work. It works fine on its own. It doesn't have to be fed in what yours is thinking for mine to work. You know? And it's going to reject a lot of the input that you're trying to feed into it because it can recognize garbage. And it goes directly to the recycle bin. It never even gets to the desktop. Okay? But I mean, I'm just saying, I'm going through all of this. I'm saying all these things to y'all so that you all won't be falling for the, oh, nobody is feeling this. No. No. It don't work like that. And that's the problem. And when you aren't making yourself victim to that and vulnerable to that, then, oh, you're a punk or you're this or you're that or whatever it takes. to dismiss you. But then, you know, I think these people are smart enough to realize, you know what, they ain't dealing with no fool over here. You know, I'm not harassing them. I can't harass them. Even when I could, I wasn't. But, you know, they've disrespected me in the worst way. And I'm not going to lie, I've disrespected them kind of bad. Not as bad as I can. And, you know, it'll never happen. But the whole point is, I'm not here to disrespect anybody. And their platform is built on disrespect. Mine is not. It's built on truth. You know, anybody can wear a shirt that says truth, buy a truth shirt, but hell, there's not a shred of truth in a lot of these people. There are tactics that are used for coins. If one tactic works, you can see the next person doing it at some point. Now, I can honestly say for Phil of the Advised Show, because he got a new thing now, Phil, the Philip Scott Show or whatever. See, these people, all they care about are numbers. But at the end of the day, all these numbers don't translate to dollars, though. You know, just because you get a view don't mean that nobody watched those ads, even though you're trying to shove them down their throat. You try to, you know, and they try to shove these ads down y'all's throats. You know, you want to watch them, watch them. I can't tell you how to watch them without ads because I'm not going to do nothing to help these people out. Nothing. They know what I know. They'll never tell y'all what I know. And they'll try to shut me down so that nobody will ever know what I know. Now that's a fact in and of itself. You know? But at the end of the day, they don't control my mouth. They don't control my ears. They don't control my eyes. And they damn sure don't control my brain. And it's pathetic that a lot of y'all are just like puppets. They controlling y'all. That's what I see. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of manipulation and deception. And trickery. Let's get back to this. Nobody. Okay, so nobody's feeling this. I'm assuming because you said it, right? Or maybe it's just all the black women that listen to you for them to tell you nobody's feeling this. So now none of them are feeling it because you told them not to. But I'm sure, you know, they feel that weave that you're wearing today, which it does look nice. I'm not gonna lie. It does look nice. I'm gonna let y'all see it. I'm glad you got out of that bedroom or wherever it was you were on the other videos. I did not like that. I'm glad you got rid of all this different stuff that was going on. There was too much going on your channel. If somebody goes to your channel and you got so much going on that is locking up things and freezing up stuff, it's too much. You know, less is more. Now, I've always liked this. I've never had a problem with you selling tea and doing your thing and making your money. You know, you paid a lot of dues to be on here. I'm going to keep it real. You paid a lot. So you deserve it. But, you know, but you don't have to be a crook is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to manipulate women in a way that everything is about you. You know? It's not always done that way. And stop trying to brainwash people.
Well, on social media, y'all go ahead and check this out, and we'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
You've been disrespecting our queens for years. Matter of fact, why don't you tell them how you really feel, Marshall? What you say, him? You might win some, but you just lost one. What?
Yeah, I've always liked Nick Cannon. You know, I think no, he might not be this hood rapper that's been shot and stabbed and because you're supposed to come from that life to even do a rap song, and I think all that was backwards to begin with. You know, it's called freedom of expression. You know, and I think he's, ever since that movie Drum Roll, he was able to go mainstream. And I think he's doing today what a lot of the rappers, these hardcore rappers that had a problem with the fact that he hadn't been shot and lived that kind of life and all of that to become a rapper. I think they want to do what he's doing now. They want to make the money he's making now. They want to be able to have married and had kids with somebody like Mariah Carey, right now. A lot of them, you've forgotten who they are. But somehow or another, you're going to have a black female like Lovelyti. She's going to come on here and try to brainwash women not to like a song, probably that they've never even heard. You notice that? She said, I'm not feeling it before she even played it. That's how they do things in reverse. They brainwash you prior to tell you how to think about something. They put magnifying glasses over the numbers as if the numbers are supposed to tell you how to think. And then when they put it out there, it's done in such a way that it's like, okay, see, I was right, wasn't I? Granted, Eminem has always been controversial. When has he never been controversial? But yet, y'all rely on memes to make people see how you feel. Use a meme of yourself. Can't you use your own meme? Can't you make your own memes? Be original. I mean, you've got Prince, you've got all kind of, famous people all through your video. And then at the end of the day, you're going to twist it all around so that it's self-serving for you and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Patreon and Super Chat and what all this whole list of things it is that y'all been doing, that you trained Trey King on, that y'all work in the background about. Let's go ahead on and switch to Trey King now. I'm going to have to tell you the truth, I really do not like going to his channel. I'm just going to have to be honest with you. The things that he does, I have never felt them. Let me turn this down. Just the heat went off. I just don't like looking at him. There's something about him, I see a ghost. I'm just going to have to be honest with you. It's what I see. And I hear, I don't know, I pick up like an evil vibe. Like, it's just something about his mouth. His mouth tells you what's really going on with him. It's almost as if like, it's almost like it comes off to me like the devil somehow. I can actually sit down and watch LovelyTi. I can honestly say that. I don't pick up on that. With him, I've always picked up on it. From the very first video I've ever attempted to watch when I first got on here, I was like, this guy is running. I was like, you know what? This guy just putting on a front. He don't give a damn about what he talking about. He ain't no expert in none of what he's saying. But I found out Steve Harvey is the reason he is who he is on YouTube. And I guess now he's famous. He's going to be doing like a life story on his own life. Even though your life ain't even you know, you ain't dead. You ain't no celebrity. But you gonna hire actors to do a life story on you. You know. That's why I say, you know, I can't. All I can say is, you know, this is a nice shirt he has on. You know, I don't know. I'm just looking for something to say. It looks like there's a color back there in the background somehow. There's, you know, now I do like those little leaves, whatever those are. Um, you know, but beyond all the hoopla, it's just a song and a dance. See, I said I was going to show y'all Lovely T.I.'s hair, didn't I? Let me let y'all see her hair. I don't know. She's not on here today. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing now. She's changed stuff up. I thought I saw a picture of her. Yeah, here she is. Okay, so let's listen to her. And I know I'm skipping around, y'all.
When I see things like that happening, I can't help but to look at it like, you know what? There might be some salt in the game.
If you notice, the hand movements are just like they are with the Trey King show. That's why I say these people aren't original. You know, they just aren't. I don't give them that much on originality. Now her hair looks pretty here. You know, it does. Um, I just hate when women get on here and like accent their bosoms and stuff. I mean, you even have some, well, one that wears a camisole where you can see her boobs hanging down almost to her navel, and it's a see-through thing. So, you know, people are tuning in for that, you know. And if that's what it takes to get a view, I don't want those kind of views, you know. Just go to Pornhub if that's the case. But a lot of these people aren't original, and they feel like they've laid the digital blueprint for what it takes to be successful on YouTube. And you know, they can think that, but at the end of the day, you know, it's always you can be yourself better than you can be anybody else. This is for the people that watch me. You can be yourself better than you can be anybody else in this world. And you don't need a number or a like or a dislike as permission to be your best self. That's my advice for y'all on being successful in life and being able to get the things that you want. People don't want something that's walking around and everything is the exact same. I've always been able to separate myself by being myself. And people are attracted to things and people that are different. That's not the norm. These people want to brainwash you into just being like, you know, like a walking clone when you get on YouTube. Oh, well, you know, I'm supposed to do this. And then when I get here, I'm supposed to go to, you know, this channel and click on this video and think this about it. And then click, you know, like or dislike, look at it even, you know, and then I'm supposed to comment and then notify and then subscribe and then go to Twitter and then go to Facebook and then go to, good God Almighty. I mean, what's left? Instagram. And do the same thing on all those. And then go and watch your next video. You know, I mean, they want a lot out of y'all, and they getting it. Let's go on to Trey King. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, y'all. I don't like it. It's an evilness. I mean, I'm sensitive to that, and I don't pick up on that from anybody, just anybody. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. Throughout my whole life, I have not picked up on that with anybody but him. None. Let's listen to him right quick.
He's gonna die without it too.
You see his eyes? Did y'all see his eyes? Did y'all see that? And you know what? And I'm not gonna make fun of how he talk or none of that. I'm not gonna do it.
To school, we have acted up. I know I have. And see, back when I was going to school, they had what they call paddling. You see what I'm saying? But they took paddling out, and now they replaced it with officers with guns and tasers and pure brute force. And that's what Warren Durham decided to do.
Yeah, they make sure they do them arms now. Look at them arms move. I'm gonna let y'all see them arms moving. Y'all see them moving? Look at them moving. Oh, they're gonna be all over the place. See? Them arms gonna be, they constantly moving. Like, yeah, this is what I said. This is what you're supposed to think. What I'm telling you is the truth. Because my arm, you see, is in a blur because it's been moving around. It's moving around. My arm. You see my watch? It's blurry. Because I've been moving my arm. All of them. And my mouth and my eyes and my nose. My eyeballs. Everything. See them? You see them arms? They constantly blurry. I wish y'all could see his face right now. See, y'all can't see his face. I can see it. It looked like, you know how they have those demons that, you know how like after a demon invades your body and then you're actually interacting with that demon? It's like, you know, the heart of that demon is being expressed through your body. So your actions and your expressions are no longer yours, but they are representative of what has taken over you. That's the feeling that I get. You know, it's creepy. I just can't do it. You know, and then plus on top of it, I can just see through all of the rigmarole and all of that. You know, but I just think it's awful. You know, that this is what people have to do. But like I said, y'all, they buy their views and stuff. I mean, I can prove to y'all that Lovely Ti and Tasha K buy their views. I figured that out. And I guess one of these days I'm gonna do a video on that and prove it to you guys because I have proof of it. And I mean, not that it's that big of a deal. I'm sure everybody does it. I don't know if this is what they have to do to reinvest back into it. Let them do it. But I just think it's awful that women. You have some women that are just so. I don't know. Maybe they want bright-skinned babies that they want to fantasize or have affairs or whatever, or they have crushes on these men that are fair skinned and they can do no wrong, they can say no wrong, they'll break their back for years, trying to hold them up in hopes that they'll take off their shirt like they used to. And they want babies by these people. If I had to guess, Lovely Ti has interracial kids or interracial, whatever. I don't think her. If I had to guess, I could be wrong, but if I had to guess, her kids are not by an African man. And you just have a lot of women like that. The world stops. It comes to a screeching halt until you can get the attention of one of these fair-skinned men that has some black in them, but you aren't concerned about the black that they have in them. You're concerned about the other that they have in them, which shows how, you lack self-esteem within your own self. And these people will use that up for decades. And you'll never ever get that baby that you want by them. But that's the whole plan. They want to make you think, oh, you're special, you're this, you're that. It's so sad what they're doing to this black person or it's so sad what they're doing to, you know, that black person. And sometimes they don't even have but a splash of black in them. I mean, if you take a bucket of white paint and put a splash of black in it, ain't it still white after you stir it up? It ain't gonna start changing until you put at least 50% in there. Now you put 25% black in there, which is 3/4 white, right? Isn't that bucket of paint 3/4 white if you put 1/4 of black in it? The hue is going to be a barely noticeable change on the hue. Kind of like this wall. See this wall right here? But if you look, this wall looks just like his hand. You know? I just noticed that he's the same complexion as this wall. When you look at that wall, do you see a black wall? I just want to ask y'all something. Do you see a brown wall? I mean, I don't see a black wall. I don't see a wall with any color. I see a wall that is it don't have no color in it. It's void of color. It's what I see. Now, that light, that lamp that he has going has emulated some color here, but it's only because of that lamp. But his complexion is the same complexion as this wall. And that wall is the same complexion as that floor. So that's why I say, you know, it's hard for me to say that I see a black person. Not to say that he's not black, but I don't see it. Which makes the exploitation in my mind even worse, because you're getting on here, you know, oh, it's just such a sad thing. Let me wave my hands all around, all the way through it, make all these different faces, move my eyes, look like the devil and all this other different stuff that I do, these animated things, an animation show. But at the end of the day, whoever it is that was shot or stabbed or killed or murdered or whatever, they have a mama, they have a daddy, they might have cousins, aunts, uncles, kids. You don't give a damn about those folks. It's a show that you put on for money. That's why I get a very bad demonic vibe. Because to me, it's an evil act. Regardless of what comes out of your mouth or what you say or what expression you have on your face or how many times you know, it looks like the palm of his hands look like the same complexion as the back of his hands. Doesn't it? The palm of his hands is the same. His face is lighter than the palm of his hands. And y'all wonder why I don't see a black man when I look at this picture. You know? And it's not the complexion, it's what he's doing to black people. You know? I mean, my mother is very fair-skinned. You know? And yet she's black. So that's why, you know, but to look at her, you wouldn't think she is. So it's not about his complexion, it's about what he's doing. If he was black as coal on here doing this, I wouldn't feel any differently about what he's doing. But somehow it makes it a little worse to me, because when you look at you don't even see a black person. At least my eyes don't. And then, oh, it's such a bad thing what's happening to this black person or that black person. And there's always somebody black that has done this or done that, or whose kids was dropped, or somebody was fighting and somebody got killed or shot or stabbed or in the hospital or whatever kind of tragedy. Those people have families. They have relations. And that's what gets me. Y'all don't give a damn about that.
They also said that we had told the other news station that her daughter had been suspended from the school for talking back to school staff. But the person who slammed her in the system.
Okay. This is somebody, I'm about to tell y'all the truth, y'all. I'm really glad that YouTube has implemented this harassment thing to promote new people getting on here doing new stuff. Because what these people are doing, the record is scratched, y'all. There's a scratched record here. You know how a record is scratched and it skips? You have to have vinyl for that. And sometimes it even does it on CDs. But usually they won't play it all. It's just a broken record. A lot of what these people do is a broken record. They know it. And I think they know that they've reached their peak. And what they're ever going to attract. I mean, not to knock the old system of what these old timers have been doing. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just a matter of, do you like going to the same old, salmon croquette restaurant? Or, would you want to try some other kind of real seafood? I mean, that's the only way I can put it. And like I said, if y'all want to watch these people, watch them. And let me know at what point you become elevated. Okay? That's all I want to know. Because your parents should already have taught you right from wrong. Now, if you have to watch these people to be like, oh, you know what? It is sad that this person died. Let me pay him $10 because he told me that. You know what? You're on the wrong channel. You don't need to be on my channel. If that's the kind of person you are. We're innovative over here. We're not a broken record, a scratched record. You're just skipped. You're stuck on that one track. And a lot of y'all been stuck on the same track for years. And it's all you know. I can't blame you because that's all you know. You don't know nothing else. But therein lies the problem. You're living in a box. And these people, and you know what? These people are wrapping a ribbon around it, putting a bow on it, and cashing it in for Google AdSense checks.